We're here, that's where we're staying, and Colby is in the sandpit, and it's a nice cool day. Very cool. Colby, what you making? You making a sand shuttlecock?
Yeah.
Yes. There's Daddy, Colby.
I think I brought everything in from the car that we need. I mean, it's not gonna be.
I need to like time to unpack too, not unpack.
Look, it's an Indian paintbrush. I don't think that's the
Can I have a look? Can I have a look?
PC name for it. They don't get them in Virginia though. I don't think. We are.
Oh, are you gonna give it to Colby?
Mine.
Colby, come get it. Colby, Daddy got your flower.
Thanks.
Thanks. Colby found lots of toys and he's played with them.
I got a box for the toys that don't fit in those crates. And
Oh, yeah.
Teach him to put them away.
Well, he knows how to put them away, he just doesn't want to.
I know.
In the kitchen. I was going to put the kettle on. Do you want a drink or anything?
Not right now.
Not right now. Okay. Is there enough water in it? Yeah. Okay. So here's the living room. And let me show you the bedroom, which is a mess because I've not unpacked yet. And look at the bed. And no, clearly I have not made the bed. Nice AC. Kept the room nice and cool, even though it's much cooler here than where we've come from. Look at the mess. He has so much fun playing with those toys. Some baby chickens. Look at that one. You see the baby chickens? That's the chicken house where the baby chickens live. Yeah, look, there's sheltering underneath the... Yeah. Do you see them, Colby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't touch it.
You can't touch them, they're little.
Don't touch your chicken.
Tommy and his dad are working on the Caprice. They are working on the oil tank. I guess it leaks a little bit. And while they're doing that, Colby and I are going for a walk. And we are walking in these woods. And
We're done.
it's much cooler here than it is out in the sun. Here, Tommy's come to walk with us. He was working on the car. We've been singing Dinosaur Train. While Tom was out cycling in Maine this morning, in rural Maine, look what he found.
Yeah, people have chickens and they get too many eggs and they'll just put them in a cooler on the side of the road and say free. So I got some cool eggs and blue ones. Kind of cool.
There's a blue.
Kind of blue.
Kind of blue.
Yeah, but I like eating eggs and these are fresh, so.
Pretty good free find.
Pretty good free find. And they last a long time because they're so fresh.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting to get something actually that's like fresh for free.
I know.
It's a novelty. It's day 2 of being in Maine and we've had a very relaxing day so far. Colby got up and played in the sandpit with his...
Mommy.
Good, drink it up. Woo! Oh, thank you. He got up and played in the sandpit with his cousins and then he went in the paddling pool and got a little bit wet. And that's really, we did that. Then we went for a walk. And we've been chilling. So today's been a very chilling day. My husband has been working with his Colby. My husband's been working with my father-in-law on the Caprice and they've sanded it down and then they've like bondoed it. I guess they've like filled in, it looks like plaster, but they filled in like all the parts that need to be smoothed and now they need to like sand it again and then they're gonna paint the Caprice and I'm hoping that he will share that with me or with us what he did when it finishes because right now there's a lot of people by the car and no one in Tom's family likes to be captured on film, so we have to kind of film when there's no one around. Anyhow, today's been a very relaxing day and I'm not sure what we're doing tomorrow, but I just wanted to update you on what we've done so far in our Maine vacation. We're on the road again for the first time since we got to Maine, and that was Friday and today is Monday, so just a weekend. And we are off to a very Maine store. Is it only in Maine?
I've never heard of it outside of Maine.
It's called Caswell's, and Caswell's is a store unlike any other. Basically, they sell food that, like, is it all expired?
No.
So what is
Just like liquidated food.
Yeah, it's like a liquidator. Is that what it's
Yeah.
called? It's called Caswell's Food Liquidator.
Liquidation.
Yeah, so a lot of it will be out of date. Some of it will like if it's something that can separate, look separated. Cereal's always out of date. They always have, or it's like the cereal they sell at Dollar Tree that didn't sell well
And they sell
elsewhere.
it for more.
Yeah, sometimes the prices are not that cheap considering it's like out of date. Tom's younger sister is going to school for law, and we asked her about the law of selling expired food, and I guess she said there is no law about that, right?
I think as long as it's not pre-made.
Yeah, like as long as it's not fresh.
Yeah.
It's a guideline, right? It's not a, and if you buy it, you're choosing to buy it, and the date is on there, and as long as you're aware when you buy it that it's out of date, there's nothing wrong with that. So we're gonna go there, and that's in Waterville, Maine. So how far away is that, Tom?
20 miles.
20 miles. And you might notice that we are not in our Caprice. We are in fact in Tom's mum's Prius. So it's a little bit quieter. There's Colby. Say hi, Colby. No. Yeah, it's a wet, rainy day. It's still a little warm, but it's a relief to not be in the Virginia humidity. And yeah, we're gonna keep driving. Driving to Caswell's. We're stuck at some red lights, but that way there with the gas station, that's the way that we came when we arrived in Maine, or arrived coming to Tom's parents' house. And we're gonna go through Fairfield and go left this time and continue on to Waterville. It's been a lot of country driving up to this point. A lot of empty roads with hardly any cars on. And would you call this the big city, Tom?
Of this area.
Yeah, when you were growing up, this was the big city.
It's a big city.
In 2 miles, turn right.
The big city.
For my area, it is.
Yeah, Tommy's from a very, very rural area. Gas is pretty reasonable though.
It is reasonable. It's amazing.
You said it used to be like twice as high.
Normally it's like 20 cents more than Virginia, so I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah. It's 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, that is
great.
broken. I've had to borrow a face mask, a clean face mask from my mother-in-law because I don't know where my blue one went. But we are here at Caswell's Grocery Liquidation Center. And we're not going to film inside because neither one of us feels very comfortable filming inside.
It'll get weird in here too.
It'll get really weird and mean, but it doesn't
not fly.
Yeah, and we just don't like filming inside. So just let me tell you that when we get inside,
It's the COVID show that's coming out.
it's literally
From the COVID.
just like no frills tables with products stacked
Folding
on top.
tables.
Yeah, folding tables. It's not glamorous. It's not glamorous. It's like a yard sale of food. All right, so we're gonna go shop, and I don't even know if I put this mask on right. It's covering my face. We're gonna go shop for food, and yeah, we'll see you when we come back. And Tom's getting his bandana on.
Yep.
Do you know what that stands for, any of that?
I don't know. It could say, it was from Grandpa Kearney. It could say like happy birthday or something on it. I have no
Grandpa Kearney is he in some kind of army?
No,
Forces?
they just went on vacation in Japan in the 60s or 70s.
And they brought you out. Let's have a look at you. There's
Me
Tom.
bring it, me, and I wasn't alive. You brought my grandparents.
Your grandparents, you weren't alive.
I wasn't alive.
And now we're gonna wake up the Colby. Alright, we just got outside the store. I can take this off now.
We do this.
I can breathe. And yeah, well, there was nothing. Like usually we come out with bags of stuff, right, Tom?
Yeah.
And normally Tom gets like stocked up on wasabi and all like weird condiment stuff, and they really didn't have anything. I'm sure it's because they've been shut down for so long and they had to like up their prices a little bit, but there was nothing. You said you were disappointed.
Yeah, I was surprised. I've never been there and had nothing. There was absolutely nothing. Like the only thing on sale, the best deal was there was some gefilte fish for 50 cents that you could have gotten to try, but I've heard it's really bad, and I don't. It's fish in a jar. I'm not into that.
So I'd hope that I'd have like a shopping haul to share with you, but we didn't buy anything, so I don't. I will say thank you to Caswell's for letting me use your bathroom. It was nice that was still open, but other than that, it really wasn't worth driving 20 miles to get here. And we're not sure if we're going to stop somewhere on the way back or drive all the way back to Tom's parents because there's literally, like, it's raining. It's literally like
It's better.
It's better,
right now,
but it's
yeah.
still a bit of a miserable day.
It's a nasty day.
And there's Colby Ruey, who talked non-stop around the whole store. I forgot to mention that the one thing I actually did want to buy in Caswell's was they had these like jars of alphabet like shortbread cookies with, I said alphabet, they have like alphabet letters on them, and I love them for Colby because I can ask him to tell me the letter. I mean, he isn't good at that yet, like he is only just 3, but I like to say the letter names and ask him, and he knows A and he knows L, but I like to give him that and he can eat it, and it's really like a fun way for him to learn his letters and to start hearing letter sounds. And yeah, so they were 3 for $1 of these jars, and I thought that was a really good deal. And I showed them to Tom, and I'm like, this is cheaper than the ones you get at Dollar Tree, and probably a better brand. But I looked at the date, and it was 2017. Now, there's out of date, and then there's 2017. That was at least 3 years ago. I don't know when in 2017. I just looked at the year and was like, those are going to be stale, right?
They'll be bad.
Yeah.
Bad. 3 years for crackers is not going to.
Right, biscuits, cookies.
I don't care how much sugar they put in it.
Yeah. So that was the one thing I looked at. What was it that you said, the fish, but they said there was something else that you thought was a good deal?
I think it was pine nuts and it was coconut oil. And the coconut oil, I just don't know the prices of the coconut oil to begin with. So,
but how much was it?
It was like $6 or $7. It probably was a really good deal. Like, the lid was broken, so you'd have to, like, after you open it, you'd have to put it in a different container. And there was other things in there that the lids were like crushed, and they weren't even that cheap. So it may have been a deal.
And there was some cereal that we got from Dollar Tree recently.
Yeah, for $4.
For $4.
And that was a smaller box.
It was a smaller box. The Cheerios were smaller.
Yeah, the box of the pillow cereal was the smaller box that we didn't buy. We bought the bigger box, and it was $4. You can buy that in Hannaford. You can buy that in like Giant or Supermarket.
Yeah, and it's not the good cereal.
No, that's more than it costs.
But are there Dollar Trees in this area? Are they?
I guess not.
I don't remember seeing them.
I don't see them.
I know when we lived in Old Town, there was like, not in Old Town, Maine, but like Orono. Orono's like weird shapes. It was the part of Orono that's not really Orono.
And it was legit Dollar Tree.
Yeah, where that movie theater used to be, there was a Dollar Tree there, but I don't remember.
Oh yeah, there was.
I mean, I don't remember ever really shopping in it. But I don't think there's a lot of Dollar Trees here, so I don't think there's as much competition for cheap food.
Crappy
I mean, the only store I'm seeing that would sell cheaper, crappier food is a Family Dollar. And if you've ever been in Family Dollar, it's not normally a good deal, nor is it $1.
It's not normally $1.
Yeah, so there were a few things we saw in there, but the dates were suspicious, or the containers were broken. Yeah, didn't buy anything. This is what the route to Waterville and back has looked like for, I would say, about 90% of the drive-in. Empty roads, lots of trees, a few houses, but quite a lot of empty road. We're in Unity, Maine, and we're parked at the Shop and Save, but we're not going there. Where are we going to go, Tom?
The community center.
Which is important because
We got married there.
it's where we got married. So we're going to go where...
The cart show?
The car, yeah, we're going to have to push Colby in the pushchair.
Well,
Yeah.
it's flat.
I got the...
The Prius is annoying. The door's automatically shut.
It won't stay open?
No, it's a feature. They automatically do that. It's actually a feature. It's not powered. It's just that they're hinged that way.
That's a feature?
Yeah, it's really annoying. They'll hit you.
It's open?
No.
Oh.
It's really annoying.
Yeah, you can get out, sweetheart. 13 years ago and 1 month to the day, Tom and I got married here at Unity Community Center. What are you doing, Colby Roo? Colby, this is when Mummy and Daddy got married. Long time ago, back in 2007, right, Tom? Better remember that. We had a flag. We had a flag there that said that we were getting married. No, we had a flag that had a heart on, and then we had like one of those signs with words on that said we were getting married. Well, it's currently closed until it's no longer a frat, so I don't know how long that will be. But yeah, this is where we got married. There was a gym in that room. There's a little room there that had like gym equipment, and then we got married in this big room. I don't know if we can see inside. No, that's like the entrance way. So that's where people came in and signed our wedding book. And I know that we came out here for photos. And we had some pictures taken there. And then this is the room where we got married. And we had an arch in the corner over here. And we had tables. You can kind of see in there. And that's where we got married. And then, yeah. And there was some, for flowers, there were some lilac bushes out the back. And we picked the lilac bushes and we put them on the tables. And it was really quite beautiful. Anyhow, that's where we got married 13 years and 1 month ago today. It's day 4 of our vacation in Maine. And it's miserable. It's grey, it's wet. Tom, are you in a good mood?
The weather's garbage.
The weather is garbage. Tom couldn't even do his exercising outside this morning. Luckily there's an elliptical in the cabin we're staying in. It's miserable. Colby had to borrow some muddy boots from his cousin. And it's wet. So we've just gone for a walk along some, what do you call these? Field. That's a field. I know the field. In England we call it like a lane, a country lane. Road. Anyway, we just gone for a walk, not too far from Tom's house, just for Tom's parents' house, just for like half an hour. We did an out and back, so we came from that way and we're going that way, and our cabin's at the end of this road. And yeah, so that's pretty much what we've done this morning. We have been sat inside for a while. I think it might have stopped raining. Let's have a look outside. I did take Colby out to play in the sand pit, in the wet sand pit, for a little bit. It looks like it's very wet out, but yeah, it's still raining just a little bit. Yep, it's still raining. I know you did lots of building, didn't you? All right, go inside, honey. Go inside. Tied up a little bit. Look, all the toys are away. I still can't use the table, but all our toys are away. Train tracks. And I think Tom is back here. No train. Well, where did you put the train? And Tom is back here in the bedroom, getting ready. There's our laundry, which does not seem to dry no matter how much air conditioning we put on. No. It's actually so cold before about putting the fire on, right, Tom? And so what is it we're about to do, Tom?
Sort through some storage stuff.
Yeah, we left some when we moved from Hartford, Connecticut to Virginia, we left some of our stuff here, and we thought we got it. Hi, Colby, what am I doing? And we thought that we'd actually brought it all to Hartford, to Manassas, but it turns out there's actually still some stuff. There's a couple bins. So we're gonna go through them and literally throw out what we don't want. And yeah, that's it. So rainy day. Rainy day, Tom. Do you want Colby to wear the same hat as you?
I mean, he can.
We will have matching hats.
Yeah, we can.
So I have the green. Mine's not army colored. Tom's is army colored.
You do the nice one.
And Colby is a nice Levi's one. Let me go stick that on his head. I can't believe I'm wearing a sweater and it's July tomorrow. Also, my son has shut the door. Colby. Oh, you look good. Look, you look like Daddy. You found the big ball. Excellent. So there's the boxes of our stuff. I found this cool game I brought ages ago and never played. It's like Adult Twister. In the Battle of the Sexes. A whole bunch of like Christmas cards and birthday cards. More Christmas. Just random, like an art easel. This is empty wedding book. Stuff from when I was student teaching, which would be great for Colby. Lots of books, education books that we've had. So I basically need to just go for all this and throw out some of it and keep some of it. And as I was going through stuff, you find, you know, the old faithful student teaching, which, you know, you got your placement and then all the stuff about it, which is kind of cool. My old reviews.
toys.
As my scores got better.
Mommy, my
In weeks. It's kind of cool to look through this stuff.
Mommy, my
Thank goodness I'm not a student teacher. Yes, Colby? What? Found the light switch. Does it work? Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. Yeah. I'm forever
Mommy, my
forever grateful. I'm not a student teacher anymore. It's so much easier having your own classroom. Even though there's like challenges to that, it's so much better. It's your own classroom. Sorted it into keep. Still going through. Throw out. Colby's been playing with his aunt for about an hour. And so this is stuff I want to keep. And then stuff with Tom. And then trash. It smells like bread.
My
I
mom's
think
making ice cream.
Oh, it's ice cream?
Yeah, she's
It
doing
smells
ice
like
cream.
yeast though.
I think the bread. I think she made bread rolls.
Alright.
But that's the ice cream maker.
So I've gone through a lot of this, but now I need you to go through it with me. A lot of that is trash. I am biting the bullet and I'm throwing out tons of my school stuff because who needs school study stuff?
Alright, let me shut this so it doesn't get wet.
Alright, but you're gonna help me with this after we eat?
Yeah, we'll
So
come
we're
right
gonna
out
eat.
here.
We've just been working through all the
That's
tubs.
good. That fits in this tub.
So that's what we're keeping over there. Keeping.
Alright, so I can't even keeping stuff because this bin is good.
They make food.
They make food? Or that is their food?
Water.
That is their water. Oh, and they're eating their food. Did you feed them?
Yes.
Oh.